Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back at you guys with the Prizepicks NFL video for the Monday Night Football matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. So I kind of have just three props for you guys today, but the fourth one is kind of a hedge spot to make up for James Cook. If he doesn't cover his line, then most likely that line will go to or those touches will go to Singletary as well. So let's get into it. So Evan McPhearson, I like him in this matchup because I was looking at the odds and basically they have Joe Burrow to throw for 2 passing touchdowns. So for each touchdown he gets 1 point of kicking points, and then for each field goal is 3 points. So really all he needs is 2 field goals and 1 touchdown in order to cash his over 6.5 kicking points. So I really like this, and I was looking through the numbers, and he's basically had, in majority of his games, he's had over 2 field goals made. So I really like that, as well as he gets a lot of extra point attempts because the Bengals score a lot. So it's only twice this year he's went under 2 extra points, 2 extra points attempted. So I really like that for him. And it's just a tough matchup for them because they're going up against the Bills defense. The Bills defense gives up 17.5 points per game, which is second in the league. So if you're going up against a stingy defense, most likely that you'll get a lot of field goals instead of touchdowns in these matchups. So I really like him tonight. And then you can also hedge his kicking points with his fantasy score, because most likely if his kicking points go over, then his fantasy points goes over too. But the only benefit is you get a safety blanket for the fantasy points because of the distance of field goals. So if he kicked 2 50-yard field goals, he will soar over that fantasy line of 8, and he'll have 10. As you can see here, he's made 2 field goals of 40 yards or more. And then moving on to Stefon Diggs. So Stefon Diggs is in a really, really good spot because over the last 3 weeks, the Bengals have allowed over 73.5 yards to 5 different receivers alone, just separately. So I think he can get this. And looking at his numbers, he has hit this number in 10 out of 15 games this year, which is a really, really great percentage. And he gets a lot of targets. He's one of their main men. And they would like to, in this matchup, go and throw the ball more than they do running the ball because the Bengals are a tough run defense. And their run defense got a lot better because of they have DJ Reader back, and he has basically only given up 3.6 yards per carry since he's been back on the field, as opposed to when he's out of the lineup, they give up 4.6 yards per carry. So this is a really, really good spot for him as well. And then same thing for James Cook, our last pick. They're a tough run defense, so most likely they would try to use the running backs in like the screen game and try to get them into the basically just try to use them as an extension in the run game because they can't run the ball. So I like him over 10.5 receiving yards. So I really like those picks, as well as the hedge one is Devin Singletary over 10.5 receiving yards. So I really like those. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And best of luck tonight, and let's cash.